Their hair is saran. I'm really, really happy because some of these, you can't tell just by looking at the, there's a bug on my, ah! What is going on? Hey everyone, welcome back. I am continuing my live action Little Mermaid doll reviews. In the last video I did the Disney Store singing Ariel doll from shopdisney.com. Like I mentioned, you can also find this doll at the Disney parks resorts, like in the World of Disney stores. People are finding her there. Also, if you happen to be in one of the areas that still has a Disney store in it, she's showing up at those locations as well. This was $34.99, so like $35, and I really, really like her, and I definitely recommend her. Like if you're looking for one of the live action Little Mermaid dolls to get, I'm really leaning towards this one as being my favorite. But she does come as both the mermaid and in this dress, and if you want to see that review, I will put that link at the end of this video on the links, the suggestions that come up on the screen. But for today, we're going to be taking a look at the giant 7-pack. It is Ariel and her sisters, the deluxe, oh sorry, not deluxe, it's called the Ultimate Ariel Sisters 7-pack. Now, I bought this on shopdisney.com at the same time that I bought this doll. I do not know where else this is being sold. I have not found this at Walmart or at Target or on either of the websites, and I have not found it on Amazon, so I don't know where it's going to be sold other than shopdisney.com. That's the only place that I've been able to find it so far. If you do know other places where this is found, or if you yourself have found this in other stores, please leave them in the comments down below to help other people try to find them. Anyway, I'm really excited because these dolls have a little bit more articulation than the regular, like basic $15 Ariel, and their fins are fabric instead of the hard plastic. So I'm really excited about that. And there is also a 3-pack that you can get where it just has Ariel. I don't know their names yet. I'm so sorry I haven't memorized them, but it also has these two sisters right here, the ones that are right next to her. So you can get like these 3 in a 3-pack by themselves. I don't know why those 3 specifically, but I didn't want to do that because it was only them and I knew I wanted all of them. So I waited until I was able to get this big old 7-pack. I was anxious about ordering online because when you order online, you can't see the dolls. So you can't see their faces before to make sure that the paint is good. You know, you always risk getting a doll with wonky eyes or something like that if you order online. But anytime I order from the Disney store, I never seem to have any issues. Knock on wood. I mean, I'm saying that, I don't know, that's not wood. Is the table I'm on, it looks like wood, but I don't think it's actually wood. Anyway, whatever. I think that this is made by Mattel. Yeah, this is from Mattel. It is not a Disney store made doll set. So, you know, like, I think Mattel's been doing pretty good as well, because when I did look in the stores at these ones that I was able to find in stores, they all had really good faces as well. So I think whatever they're doing, the quality control seems to be pretty good. Like all the dolls seem to be very consistent, and I haven't really seen any wonky faces or anything like that with the face paint so far. So fingers crossed on that continues. But I did look at all these dolls and I'm really happy with this whole pack. It's also really hard when it's a 7-pack because they're not sold individually, so you can't just exchange like one of the dolls if the one has a defect and the rest are good. But I got lucky and it looks like all of these dolls are fine. So I'm really happy about that. Here is the back of the box. So I can't see the camera because I'm doing this, so I can't see where it is, but I think it's in frame. But on the back of the box, you can see it's got just a picture, like a promotional image of all of the dolls that are in this set. Very simple. There's not a lot on it. It just kind of says the same thing over and over. Disney The Little Mermaid, Ultimate Ariel Sisters 7-pack. And then down here, there is the little barcode where, actually I guess I could zoom in. If you want to scan this barcode, it does let you listen to some music from the from the soundtrack. So there is the, or not barcode, it's a QR code. But yeah, you could just go back and pause the video right there and scan it if you want to listen to that. So far, all of the dolls that have this QR code on the back, it just brings you the same song. It's just a very short clip of Part of Your World. I'm really excited for, I keep saying this, but I'm really excited for when the whole soundtrack comes out, because I want to hear the music from this movie so bad. I mentioned in my last video, I'm waiting for Poor Unfortunate Souls and Under the Sea, because those are like some of my favorite songs from The Little Mermaid. So I'm really, really excited to hear how those sound. And we haven't gotten even like teasers yet. So anyway, let me go ahead. I'm gonna start getting these dolls out of the box. So it's gonna take a minute, so I am gonna do that off camera just because there's 7 of them. So I'm gonna do that off camera, and I will be right back so we can take a look at Ariel and her sisters. Okay, you guys, I am back. I've got them out of the box. I've had a chance to look at them all and to like really like play with them and stuff like that. I am very excited, and I'll tell you why when I start going over them. So I'm gonna do this the same way that I did for like the sisters mini dolls, like, which by the way, if you haven't seen that video, I'll link it up there, and I'll put like the thing on the end of this video probably, where Ariel's sisters 7-pack of the mini dolls, or the miniatures. Like I said, I'll put that link up so you can go check that video out after this one. But I'm going to be following the same list as I was before, so I'm going to be showing you the dolls in the same order that I did. And it's just so that way I can get their names right. All right, now before I get into the sisters, the first thing I'm going to show you is Ariel, because she is the star of the show, and I'm really interested in comparing her to the $15 equivalent that you're able to get by herself. So, I'm also going to show you all the articulation and everything on this doll, just because it's the same for all of them. That way I don't have to show you for all of them. All right, so here is the Ariel for this collection. So I'm not going to spend too much time on her face and everything, because I checked, it is the same face screening, face makeup, same hairstyle and everything as the other dolls in my other reviews. So if you want to see like more in-depth about the Ariel doll and the face and everything, here I'm showing it to you, but if you want to like hear my thoughts and stuff like that, you can go check out those other reviews. Just like the other doll, her hair, she's gonna have like a little thing here attached to her arm by a rubber band, so I'm just gonna take that off for right now. Y'all, I don't know how this is possible, but somehow I think this new one that I just opened up is even prettier than the original one that I opened up. Oh, but okay, hold on, she's got a little defect. So here, let me just show you up close the faces. So this is the doll that you can buy by herself for $14.99. I got her at Walmart, but you can also find her at Target. This is the one I got in the 7-pack. So when you see them next to each other, like I said, their screening is basically the same. The makeup colors and stuff is basically the same. This one, I did notice one little defect, which is not a big deal, so I'm not upset about it, but I just happened to notice she does have a little like lip chip, or like where the paint kind of rubbed off on her upper lip right there. Like you can kind of see where the paint is reflective, and then where it's not, there's just like a little bit of the paint on her lips missing. But honestly, like I didn't notice that at a glance, so it's not that big of a deal. And when you look at the rest of the face, she is gorgeous. So I'm not gonna complain or be upset by it. I know there are some people out there, and that would probably be in the comments and say, return it, return the whole thing is defective. But it's like, you know what? When I get this lucky with when all the dolls looked really good in the 7-pack, and I ordered online and I couldn't choose from like more than one of the pack and choose the best one, like I said, I'm not going to complain. And if this is the biggest defect that I get in this entire box, I'm not upset by that, especially since I literally have 4 of I have these, plus I have one more in there. I have 4 of the Mattel Ariel dolls. I'm not worried about it. If it bothered me that much, I would do a head swap or something like that. So like I said, I'm not too worried about it. Just like the other dolls in the collection, she has saran hair and these little twists that are soft, and I love this. I think her hair might be a little shorter. Oh no, maybe it's about the same. Never mind. Yep. It's about the same. So basically, I think that like all of the Mattel Ariel dolls from the live action series that they're doing, I think it's like they did the same head. They just made you know, tons of the same head and with the hair and the makeup and everything, and then they just used them on all these other different dolls. Because it's also the same on that like 2-in-1 transforming doll as well. Now, one thing that is different on this doll, that besides the articulation, we'll get to that in a second, but a big difference between these two dolls is the fabric versus plastic situation here. Now, obviously, if we look at their tops, the one that comes in the 7-pack has a fabric removable top, and I love that. I hate it when clothes are molded on, but in this case, for the price, it's not bad, and this is a great water toy. If you want a Little Mermaid doll to play in the pool or play in the bathtub or whatever to get wet, this one would be probably a better one, just because this is easier to clean. So out of the two, this would be better for a water toy. This would be better for an out of water toy. So like not saying that this would be bad for in the water or whatever. It's just that the other one would be probably a little bit better in my opinion. That being said, I love that she has a removable top. I think that that is so cute. I love the colors. The blue to purple looks so beautiful, especially with the teal green of her tail. Also, talking about the tail, there is 3 major differences between these two dolls. So I'm going to start at the top and work my way down. Now, at the top of the tail, which is at her waist, where's my thing? I can zoom in here so I can show you. So on the Mattel one, this little waist fin, or whatever you want to call this, is the same color molded plastic as the rest of her tail is, and it's like opaque, whereas on this doll, it looks like it's a different material, like it's a different kind of plastic, and it almost looks see-through or a darker teal. So that's the first difference I'm noticing. Also, the other thing I forgot to point out in this video is that the colors here, they're not painted on. It looks like they're printed on, because if I zoom in here really, really close, you can kind of see like lines, vertical lines, or, you know, they kind of go this way. There's little like lines there, and it looks like it was printed on, like literally from a printer, where it like prints back and forth, you know? I don't know the actual application. Oh, and then even for her tail down here, it looks like the same way, except it was sideways. There, you can kind of see the lines there. So yeah, I think that the paint on the tail is printed on instead of painted on, or whatever, like the traditional way that they used to do those kind of details. And this doll has the same kind of printed paint onto it. Moving down, we see the next big difference, which in my opinion is my favorite. Well, yeah, anyway, one of my favorites. So the one that comes in the 7-pack, these dolls have articulation in their tails. They can bend at the knee. So it's not like the biggest range of movement, but it's enough to get the point across. You know, she can sit down and everything. I love that. And it kind of moves back and forth. Like, articulation is a very important thing for me. Like, ever since I was a kid, I always preferred the dolls that had more articulation over the ones that had less articulation, which is why I talk about it a lot. And now that I'm an adult doll collector, I put almost all of my dolls on a made to move body, that, you know, because I want them to be posable. So when I see this, even though her arms are still like just the basic whatever, any little additional articulation that we can get, I am in love with. So that was, like I said, a little side tangent, but that's my backstory of why I like articulation. Anyway, that brings us down to the bottom of the tail, which is the third difference between the two dolls. So for the doll that you can get by herself, she has this like plastic fin that is like see-through and has glitter inside of it, and the front has the printed part on for the like secondary fin. I don't know what it's called. I don't really know fish anatomy. But for this doll, it's very obvious. You can see it. She has a fabric tail or fabric fin, and this is a really interesting material. This makes me believe that like they know that this doll is going to probably be put in water because it's a mermaid, because this feels like athletic material. Like, not wetsuit material necessarily, because that's thicker, but it makes me think of wetsuit material almost. So I wonder if this is okay to put in water, and if it dries quickly, maybe, I don't know. And then she has, for her secondary fins, is like mesh. that kind of stiff mesh material, which kind of creates this really cool effect to kind of give it the look, the way it looks in the movie from the teaser trailers that we've seen. So those are the differences between these two dolls and the similarities. You know, you can see how they're similar and how they're different. Unfortunately, if you want this doll that has the fabric tail, the only way to get it that I know of right now is to get either the 7-pack or the 3-pack of Ariel with her sisters. And that way you can get the doll with the fabric tail and the bend at the knee. All the rest of them are going to be these like stiff, hard plastic ones that don't have as much articulation. One thing I have been seeing some people do on YouTube is they're taking customizing to another level because they are actually switching out the doll's arms. And so this is like the new thing, the new trend, is people are upgrading the articulation on these dolls, not by doing a head swap, but by doing an arm swap, which I think is really interesting. Now there was one person, the first video that I saw, if I can find that video again, I will put a link to it down below because I want to give credit to where I first saw it. But I'm thinking of trying it myself. I may or may not make a video for it. Maybe like I'll try it off camera, and if I'm successful, then I'll make a video about it, doing it again, because I have 7 dolls here to try. But I think that's going to be a great way to add full articulation to this, since she can already sit down and bend her knee. The only thing she's missing is articulation at like the elbows and the wrists. So if I can give her like Barbie extra articulation in the arms, like it doesn't even have to be full on made to move, but to have a fully articulated mermaid doll, like that would be amazing. I wish they did that with these dolls. That's the only thing that I wish that they would have done, is given articulation at the arms, the elbows and wrists. I'm not going to complain because we got some really decent, you know, like things about these dolls, which by the way, I completely forgot to mention, this pack was $100. You get 7 dolls. That breaks down, the math breaks down to like $14, $15 roughly, or what? $14 to $15 per doll is what I meant to say. So that's not bad. I mean, it's basically the same price as this doll was by herself, but you're just getting it in a pack of 7, so you're getting all of them at one time rather than separate. Plus, I feel like it's even more worth it just because you get a fabric top instead of a painted on top, and more articulation and a fabric fin. So I think that the price is definitely worth it in that respect, you know, when you compare the single doll versus the, you know, whatever. I kind of wish that the single dolls were like this though. I wish that they would have done that, but I understand for like cost reasons, when you get a big 7-pack like this, it's like buying in bulk. You're able to get it for cheaper. Anyway, okay, that's enough talking about Ariel. God, I feel like I need to put a timestamp in this for when I start talking about the sisters, just because I've already talked about Ariel so much. But anyway, we're gonna start looking at the sisters, and like I said, I'm gonna do them in the same order that I did them in my last video with the Ariel and her sisters 7-pack, just to kind of keep track so I can, you know, make sure I give their names correctly. So I'm just gonna do them in the order that this website has them listed in. So starting off, here is the first sister. This is Karina, or is it Karina? I always get this wrong. Yeah, Karina. So here is Karina. She is really, really pretty. For each of these dolls, like I said, I don't need to go over the articulation and everything, but I just want to go over their hair, their face, their top, and their tail real quick. So this is what Karina's face looks like. I think she is so pretty. She's got like a light bubblegum colored lips. She's got kind of like a pinky purple eyeshadow. Really pretty blue eyes. I love this hairstyle. I'm a sucker for a high ponytail, and I love the high ponytails on these dolls. Her hair is like this beautiful lavender color, and okay, I gotta zoom out for this. You guys, y'all, their hair is saran. All of them, they have saran hair. I am so excited right now. Each of these dolls, by the way, their hair is saran. I'm really, really happy because some of these, you can't tell just by looking at the, there's a bug on my, ah! What is going on? Oh my gosh. There was a bug that landed on my camera and then it flew on my shirt, and I flicked it off and like the train sounded, what is going on? I'm so all over the place. Okay. So Anyway, I forgot what I was saying. I think I was just like super excited about their hair. Anyway, you can't tell just by pictures, like looking at a doll, what type of hair fiber they have. Especially since like a lot of times, like Mattel uses polypropylene on a lot of dolls that have fantasy colors in their hair for like the Barbie Extra line and the Barbie Fashionistas. But if they have natural colors like blonde and brown, then they use saran, usually, just depending on what colors that they have available. And I saw this and I was like, oh, that's polypropylene. That has to be polypropylene, but it's not. And I'm so happy about that. Like each of these dolls, I felt the hair and it's all saran, even hers, which like she has super bone straight hair. And I thought for sure that that would probably be polypropylene. It's not, it's saran. Anyway, all right, moving on. Most of them don't have any product in their hair, but she does have some hair gel in her bangs, and I a little got on like the twist of her ponytail, which by the way, there's a rubber band holding it to her arm. I'm gonna take that off right now because I'm probably gonna end up like washing the hair and restyling it anyway. Oh my God, look at that. See, you can see like by the movement, the hair is saran. I'm so happy. Okay, but yeah, there's only, I think there was only one other one that had a little bit of hair gel in their hair. I'm not sure, but she seemed to be the only one that really had hair gel. I kind of like her hair with the bangs. I'm not a huge like fan of bangs on dolls or a fringe necessarily, but like this looks really cute for her. And I love, like I started mentioning earlier that I'm a sucker for a high ponytail, and I love this. Her ponytail's a little messy and it's a little kind of off-centered, but I'm gonna take her hair down and wash it and then put it back up in this high ponytail, but it looks so good. I'm so excited for this. Okay, so anyway, oh, I kind of got so excited and sidetracked by the hair I didn't show you. So all of these dolls have fabric tops, and this is hers. Hers is kind of giving me like galaxy vibes. And then like here is her tail. Once again, kind of galaxy vibes. It's all blue swirls and everything. I kind of mentioned this in the mini doll video, but each of these dolls seems to have like be themed after like a different fish for like the color of the tail. If you know what kind of fish any of these are supposed to be, or if any of these look like they might be inspired by a specific fish, let me know down in the comments, because like I said, I'm not very familiar with fish, so I don't know. I just realized these dolls don't all have, this thing is missing around the waist, because like Ariel has this little extra fin around the waist, and I just noticed some of these dolls do have it. Some of them have it, but some of these dolls don't have it. I mean, I don't care. That's like the least of my worries when it comes to these, like what these dolls come with. But I just noticed that. So anyway, yeah, purple hair, blue tail. This is Karina. Okay, so I am back. My camera died, so I had to plug it in. And then I brought the charger out here, and I did drop my camera again. Well, I didn't drop it, but it was on the table, and the whole thing toppled over when I was trying to reach the plug over here. So hopefully everything is working fine. It doesn't look like anything broke. Fingers crossed. Let's keep going. Just that little disclaimer there, just in case if I don't seem as enthusiastic as I was a few minutes ago, or a few seconds ago for you in the video. Anyway, okay, so I think my mood is about to go up significantly because I'm actually really excited for this doll. This next one is going to be Tamika. So this is Tamika. She's gorgeous. She's so gorgeous. Okay, hold on. I want to zoom in. Let's appreciate her face for a second. It is a little reflective, like a little shiny, so it's kind of hard to really show what she looks like exactly. I'm like trying to, there we go. I'm trying to get a good lighting situation so there's not a reflection there. But she has like this beautiful like teal eyeshadow and this deep berry color lips. I love this so much. Oh, and her eyeshadow's not teal, it's green. And it's like light green and dark green. But she's so beautiful. Her skin tone is a very, very deep skin tone. She reminds me of that Barbie Fashionista that came out that has the like, rainbow dress and has the June face mold. She reminds me of that. So I don't know if there is a made to move body that has this skin tone or not, but if you wanted to give her like a made to move body swap, that's the skin tone that she looks like. I don't have any examples that I can hold up next to her, sorry. But so this is what she looks like. Her color scheme is like this blue and red and yellow. It's kind of like giving me Snow White energy almost because of the primary color situation. Oh, it's got like little pops of like lime green in there. I love that. This is so, her fin is so unique in the shape of it. I really like that. Oh, and I forgot to mention on the back of these tails, it's nothing's printed. It's just on the front that has the print to it. But anyway, so that's her tail. I love it. And then you've got the printed detail here. And then, oh, here's her top. Let me show you her top. So all of the tops are made from this like really pretty shiny material that almost looks like it has scales on it because it's got these little reflective dots printed in like a pattern. And I really, really like it. Hers is like a sleeveless turtleneck almost, crop top sleeveless turtleneck. I really, really like this. I don't know if these are supposed to be like scales, like part of their body, or if this is supposed to be like an actual top that they're wearing. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see in the movie if that's ever like addressed, or like if they can borrow each other's tops or you know, like different outfits, stuff like that. I just love the fact that the tops are removable though. Now she does also come with an extra little accessory. So she has like this crown thing, and I still don't know what it's called. It's kind of like a little tiara situation, kind of like, it reminds me of something that like the childlike empress from Neverending Story wore, except it's more of like a gold band. Not sure what it is, but it's really pretty. Oh, there you can kind of see her face a little bit better in this lighting. So anyway, once again, she has saran hair, which I am so happy about. Thank you, Mattel. Thank you for doing saran. I love this, especially since she's got the really, really, really tight curls. I love this hair so much because it's so nice to do this. Just squish it, just squish it. It's so incredibly soft. Like, being that this is like, I don't know what it is about doll hair, but when it becomes curled on this tight of a curl, it feels softer than it is. And I think it's just because it's curved, it wants to have a little more give to it, so it's softer. But when you do this to saran doll hair, saran is already extremely soft. So you curl saran doll hair, this is like the softest doll hair I think that of any doll that I own, except for I think I do have one other doll that has curled saran hair like this. But I just love this so much. It's so nice to just squish it. She has a hair net, holding her hair in this style, which I'm actually gonna take the hairnet off just so we can kind of appreciate her hair really quick. Oh, her hair is kind of caught in it a little bit. Oh no, there we go. So we can let her hair down a little bit. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. I hope that I can find, I don't know, a Barbie extra or some doll that has articulated arms that I can give her articulated arms for, because I love this doll so much, but I don't necessarily want to put her on a made to move body, only because I love this tail. Just the fact that we have articulation in the tail, I love this. And this fin, I love it. I mean, like, I could also like put her on a made to move body and then give her a fabric tail that she can wear, but it's just not the same. I don't know. I really like this, and I would love to give her articulated arms to go with it. But oh, she's just so pretty. All right, so next up, oh, right as my phone dies, or not dies, but the screensaver goes on, we have Indira. Now, once again, I do apologize if I'm not saying these names correctly. I haven't heard anybody say the names before, and I haven't, like, you know, obviously seen the movie yet, so I don't know. But from what it looks like, the way that it's spelled, it looks like it's Indira. So here we go. These dolls look a little different in the face than like their miniature doll representatives. Like, I think these are made, like the mini ones are just made to be cute. Those look more like cartoon characters on that scale, but these ones look more like, I'm assuming, like the actress that plays this character, because this looks like a unique face mold maybe, and I think all of these do. So I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. She does have, her hair is in a rubber band here, and part of it is down on her arm. So I'm just gonna take these rubber bands off. There we go. She feels like she has a little bit of product in her hair back here, so I might have to wash her hair out. But I love that she has like highlights. Like, I love this hair color. This is so pretty. And she looks so pretty. The only bad thing is that there's a few hairs on top. Like, I don't know if you can really see that there. You can kind of see that there's like little short hairs. I don't know if like the hair broke or it's just like a rooting issue or what. Oh my God, there's bugs everywhere out here. What is going on? One just hit me. I don't know if that you could see that in the camera. So this is Indira. Once again, the paint that they use is a little reflective, so it's kind of hard to show you. But there's her face. She is so pretty. She looks a little different. Like I said, I think that these are unique face molds because her mouth looks a little weird. Like I don't think I've seen this face mold before, so I think it might be unique. I like her top. It's kind of asymmetrical. It's really cute. It kind of reminds me, like she looks like she might be some kind of like East Indian maybe or something. Like she looks like she's got a sari or something. And forgive me, I don't know the correct like terminology for some of the different garments that they wear, but it kind of gives me that vibe. I really like that. And then her colors are all like yellow and gold and like this black and red. This is really cool. This is the one that I thought was like a butterfly fish, but I think a butterfly fish looks different. Hold on. Yeah, butterfly fish is like yellow and white, which I can see why I thought it was that. But I don't think this is a butterfly fish. I think this might be something else, or maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe they might have gotten some inspiration from there. I just realized her tail is like it's painted gold, or like the plastic is gold. That's cool with all the red designs printed on it. So, and that's her tail. I love these fabric tails so much. Next up is Perla. Now, Perla, if you saw the video where I reviewed like the mini dolls, Perla was my favorite because of the color scheme. This one, I'm gonna have to reevaluate who my favorite is because these, like, they look different in the bigger doll form. But I still love her hair colors. Her hair is also attached to her arm there. Let me take that rubber band off really quick. There we go. So anyway, so this is Perla, and she is really pretty. Not a fan of this face sculpt, I'll be honest. Like that's why I was kind of thinking one of these other dolls might be my favorite from this lineup. But it's not my favorite face sculpt of the lineup, but I love the coloring once again. Like I love this like teal with this coral color. It looks so pretty next to each other. But anyway, so she has a top that looks a little more similar to like Ariel's style, the traditional kind of mermaid top that kind of like insinuates clamshells, but obviously in this like coral color. And then she's got all these painted polka dots, and then here's her fin. It's all coral and blue. Oh, she is also one that has this little hip fin, whatever that part of a mermaid's anatomy is. I don't know what it is. This is one that I thought was going to be polypropylene for the hair too, because of how straight the ends looked. But feeling it is saran, and I'm so happy about that. I also like the length of it. It's a really good length, being that it's up in a high ponytail and it's still this long. If you take the hair down out of the ponytail, it'll be even longer. But yeah, I love this. And she seems to have a center part as well. You can't really see it, but I can feel that it's rooted really thickly right where there would be a center part. So if you do want to take this hair down, you could do that. One thing I do like about these is that they're not too thickly rooted. I've kind of mentioned it before, but it's like an unpopular doll opinion, but I prefer thinner hair on dolls rather than thicker hair, as long as it's evenly rooted and there's no bald spots. But I just think it looks better on this scale. And then her hair is like in this high ponytail with this, I think it's supposed to look like a fishtail braid, but fishtail braids take more work. So instead it's just like two twists that are kind of rubber banded together. All right, so next up we have Mala or Mela. I still don't know what the name of this character is. Once again, like, I don't know the correct pronunciation because we haven't seen the movie yet, but she is so pretty, and I love, she's got like light pink eyeshadow and like light pink lipstick. It's so cute. And then she has an extra little accessory. It's a little headband. On her mini doll, I thought it was a crown, but this doesn't look like a crown to me. This looks like a headband. So I think it's just, you know, because it's a bigger scale, they're able to be a little bit more detailed. Her top is really cute. It's kind of like a little crop top, but then it has these like delicate frilly sleeve kind of things. And oh, let me take this rubber band off so I can free her hair. There we go. So her hair is down and free. I love this coloration on her. It's kind of like she's got yellow and pink going for her color scheme. It's giving me like pink lemonade vibes. I don't know, I kind of like that. And it's almost like she's like the pink ranger and the yellow ranger all mixed into one. So, but I really like this. I like that they did this little ruffle on her shirt. It's this little pink, delicate ruffle, and then like there's also one underneath at the bottom here, and she also has this little side fin right here as well. So, oh, she's so pretty. I'm really happy with her. Oh, she also has she has a black rubber band, a clear rubber band, and then the headband. So I don't know if I can really like show you that. Yeah, you can kind of see there's a black rubber band, a clear rubber band, and then the headband. So she's got like 3 things holding her hair back like this. Now I'm looking at these and they do look mildly pixelated, and I heard somewhere that the pixelation is because of the new UV resin method of putting the face screenings on. Luckily, these don't look super pixelated compared to some Barbie fashionistas we've seen in the past. I think that Mattel is refining that process maybe, so it doesn't look as bad. It's there, I noticed it, but I had to look close to see it, and that's also why they're kind of reflective. But from what I heard, this process allows them to be more accurate, which is why I think a lot of these don't really have any wonky eyes or anything. All right, so we've looked at almost all of them, and last but not least, we have Caspia. And here she is. This is the pastel girl of the group. She is so pretty. She is so sweet looking, like so innocent, and just, I love her hair so much. She is very fair skin toned, so she would probably need maybe like a purple top made to move if you wanted to do a body swap or whatever. Or I think that there's another made to move that is even more fair skinned than the purple top, and this almost looks like that. Oh my gosh, look at her hair with just the movement of the hair and everything with this color. This is why I like saran. You could tell it's a high quality because of the weight of the hair. See how it's like dipping down? Whereas on this, if you do this, her hair kind of sticks up. But if you do this on this doll, the hair bends down. That's because it's saran, so it's softer and it has a little bit more movement to it, which is why I like saran better. She could definitely do with a little bit of a boil wash just because of the rubber band that was like holding her hair down in the box, which is the case for a couple of these dolls, which I'm probably gonna end up doing that anyway. Luckily, all of their hair seems to be pretty good. I think there's just a little bit that I'm gonna do here and there to fix up the hair. Like, it's not gonna be a big transformation or anything. I'm literally just wanna like fix the hair a little, like give her like a little bit of a boil wash to get rid of the little bend or the dent from the rubber band. I'm probably gonna take some tweezers and get rid of all the little teeny tiny hairs that are on top just so it doesn't look messy on top. Probably gonna give her a proper braid in her hair instead of just these weird twists or whatever. But oh my gosh, I love these so much. And all of them just have the same articulation, obviously. I love these fins. And I like this material that they chose. Like I mentioned earlier, it kind of feels like a wetsuit material, but way thinner. And it gives good movement, and it literally looks like a fish's fin. Like it holds its shape, but at the same time it's floppy. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's really nice, and I love that they did this so much better than the plastic fins. All right, so that is all 7 of Ariel and her sisters from this 7-pack that I unboxed and reviewed today. I'm trying to show you each of them really quick as just kind of like a recap here. But I am so happy with these. Like, even more than the mini dolls, just because I feel like, I don't know, I like dolls on this scale more than the mini dolls, probably, but really it's the articulation and the hair. I'm just so pleasantly surprised and so excited that all their hair is saran, and I'm just really, really happy about that. And the fact that like none of them have wonky eyes or anything, the extra articulation in the knees and the fins, like it just I love these so much. I definitely think that they're worth it. If you're going to get, if you like them, you know, like I definitely recommend them. Like, I know $100 is more expensive than like, say for example, the $40 or what. I think the 3-pack is like $44. And if you get the 3-pack, which ones were, oh, it was these. So I think if I remember correctly, this was the 3-pack. It was these 3 sisters. So, but if you were to get them, they're still only $15 each at the $45 mark for the 3-pack. So it's still about the same price. But if you like the rest of these characters, all these additional sisters that don't come in that 3-pack, I'd say it's definitely worth it to skip the 3-pack, save up and get the 7-pack, because these dolls are absolutely stunning, and I just love the little extra articulation that you don't get with the individual dolls. Oh my gosh, she is so beautiful. Sorry, I can admire these on my own time. But for right now, I think that is going to be it for this video. I am so happy. Oh, I gotta pick a favorite. Okay, so I think last time I said that Perla was my favorite. This time, like these, oh, this is a tough one. Honestly, it's between these 3. I think it's between these 3 for my favorite this time, just because they look very different than their like miniature counterpart does. And I love their hair, I love their coloring. I don't know. Ugh. And I think she was one of my favorite, like she was in second place for me for the miniature dolls as well. So I'm actually not surprised, just because I really like the shape of her fin and I like the colors. But if I'm being honest with myself, I think these 2 are my favorite. And it's honestly, it might be a tie. I just love ponytails. So that's really what it is about I think this one's my favorite. Yeah, I don't know, it's so tough. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. Let me know what your favorite sister is down in the comments down below, just because like I'm curious to know what you all think of these dolls. Once again, like I said, I'm pleasantly surprised with everything that you're getting with these dolls for the price and everything. Obviously, the price is probably a little bit more expensive now than it would have been 10 years ago, but that being said, for what's out on the market right now, everything is comparable. They have saran hair, they have the extra articulation, fabric tops instead of molded on painted on tops. So these are absolutely worth it. I'm so happy with these. I really, it's just the saran hair. I'm just super excited about the saran hair. Anyway, I'm gonna get going for right now, but thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I definitely appreciate all of you guys for staying with me this long. But I do have some more videos that I'm going to be filming, because this week is my birthday week, and I have a couple birthday presents that some of you guys sent me. So I'm actually gonna be filming those next, and I'm really excited because I wanna see what's in those. But if you wanna see those videos when they come out, then don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell, you'll get a notification. I think I've already said that 3 times in this video. So I'm gonna get going, but thank you again for watching, and I hope I see you next time. Bye! If you like this video, you can let me know by hitting thumbs up. You can check out some of my other videos by clicking one of the links on the screen. I post new videos every week, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified every time I upload. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video.